Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and this is a GW Panther, the GW Panther, and we're on the, it's a tier 7 German SPG, and we're on the westbourne of Arctic region, otherwise known as the Mannheim Line. Now the commander of this GW Panther goes by the name of Slimez. Quite why he does, I don't know. May have something to do with Ghostbusters, maybe not, I don't know. But Slimez is he is. Okay, he's going into this little dip area here, behind these bushes. Perfectly adequate firing position. In between trees, being careful not to knock anything down. Very good. That's lovely. He's in position, and he's now extending his aim. Let's increase that mini-map a little. Okay, we've got a Chaffee turning up at the rocks here, rounds out. Now, it wasn't fully dialed in, so it missed the Chaffee, it flew over the top of him. That Chaffee's sitting there getting eyes on all the tanks which are going past, so somebody is probably up on that prominence, or looking out at grid square D7, looking over these tanks as they go by, ready to put shots into them. So somebody needs to deal with that Chaffee and deal with him quickly. In the meantime, some of the heavies are coming round. That Chaffee's also providing eyes for the enemy Arty, and an enemy Arty shell just landed nearby. Yep, there it is. Somebody was firing the ARL-44. And the Chaffee's been taken out, but he has been stunned and splashed by a round that just came in there from the enemy Arty. Now the enemy's got an M44 and an M12. The M44, as you know, is quite a fast firing, fast reloading 155mm howitzer. That round, well, wasn't, again, it was firing into the dip, and so it fell short. You can see the crater's some distance away from the ISU, who's rocking backwards and forwards whilst he's reloading. A lot of action going on still around about that rock. The KV-1 came south as well, but he's now crossing to the west. In the meantime, Slimez is aiming at these tanks on the heavy route, and he gets a lovely shot there on an OI experimental. Takes him for 277 hit points, loads of stun assist, and the OI's gone down. It's been taken out. Okay, he's got other targets to fire at though. And the great thing about the GW Panther is it's fairly fast to reload, so he's almost ready to go again. Which one's he going to go for? Going for the OI, but if he's going to overshoot it because it's moving too quickly. Yep, it did. Yeah, you've got to take that into account. When you see one of those OIs moving... Oh, he's got a fire there, somebody. But it was put out by a fire extinguisher. But that hasn't helped the OI experiment because he has been killed. Now, Slimez is going to go for this IS-2 and the ISU-122S, no doubt. Well, it went right between the two of them. It stunned both of them. I did a bit of splash on each, but not a lot. Okay, we're going to aim for that OI experimental next, but he's using the wreck of that OI for protection, so we're going for the M4 instead. Round out, direct hit, wipes that M4 out altogether. 307 hit points. It wasn't a one-hit kill because it already suffered some damage, but it was effectively a one Arty hit kill, and it certainly worked. He's out the game, back in the garage. Right, that 88 is turning round. In fact, he's headed back because he can see on his minimap that our forces have now effectively taken the enemy cap area, which means they're in grave danger of being capped out. Even though they've got a T-34-85 up there on the prominence, their team is suffering severe damage, and if they don't retreat, they are going to lose this battle very, very quickly. Cap started with 2. That round's gone out. Ooh, it splashed to one side of the KV-85 as he retreated. Now the ISU-122 is still there, but the IS that was with him, the IS-2 that was with him rather, has retreated. I think he's gone back to his own cap. Round out on the ISU. Direct hit. Kills him. 136 hit points. That was lovely because it missed the OI there, the wreck of the OI completely. So normally in shots like that, the wreck acts as a magnet for the shell, which means you end up losing the shell in a wreck, which does absolutely nothing. But he got a shot lovely straight past the wreck, right into the ISU. And that was a splash kill on the KV-85. That's brought his kills up to 3. He could now platoon with the AMX-13F3 on his team. He's looking for a target to fire at. Those other ones, the 88 and the AMX, are just too close to where to the mountain. But he's going for this T-34-85 up on the prominence, the lookout. Round goes up there, but unfortunately T-34-85 is too quick. He's pulled away in time. In fact, I think he's just pulled behind that rock for protection. He's still going to use that. Might poke his head around the corner to take a shot at that Panther 4H as he's capping. Yep, he has actually received some hits, that Panther 4H. There's a reset underway. There's the M12. Oh, that round went right over the top into the water. Nice ripples extending away. The M12 is running. He's having to get back as quickly as he can. They've managed to kill the Panther 4H in the cap, so they've stopped the cap effectively, but it's put all of them on the defensive, even though they actually have superiority in numbers now. All the people who attacked the cap from the north route have been wiped out. So it's now going to be down to Arty, the Dickomax and the ISU-122 to try and change this battle around. Going for the M12. Round out. Splashes him. 136 hit points. It was a near miss, but it certainly helped. But that ISU-122 is now in grave danger because it's an 88 and an IS-2 after him. And the M12 is turning around to fire on him. Probably get the A8. Oh no, he's got a red line at the moment. He can hit. Oh, the IS-2's gone down anyway. He was taken out by the Dickomax. And the M12 has been taken out as well by the ISU-122. And he's managed to kill the 88 as well. So that drastically changes the course of the battle. That ISU-122 has, by wiping out those enemy, he's now got 2 kills. And the balance is now in the favour of their team, except of course they've just lost the Dickomax to that AMX ELC. Round out on the ELC, bit late. He's moving too quickly. That's the problem with the AMX ELC. Even with the hamster driven engine, it's still pretty fast. Of course, most players who have been in the game for a long time will call it the ELC AMX because Wargaming actually called it that for quite a few years before somebody pointed out to them that AMX was the company that built it and ELC was the model, and then they corrected it and turned it to the AMX ELC. So if anybody calls it ELC AMX, they've probably been in the game for at least 5 years. Okay, the ISU-122 is making his way back. We don't know where the ELC's got to. I think he's trying to use those dips as cover just in case the ELC suddenly appears and tries to put a shell in. The MX-13F3 is moving up as well. Now the enemy still has that T-34-85, but we don't know how well that guy is. Oh, there he is! Okay, he's only got a fraction of his health left. He's 121 hit points. Lovely there, shot there, beautifully aimed. Took him out straight away. That's really affected their team now. He would have been seen, so he is moving right away to get away from the AMX ELC. There's no Arty left on the enemy team, but we have just lost the ISU-122, which means that the AMX ELC is nearby. There he is. He's at the dip. He's lining up a shot on the AMX-13F3 now. But he's got 2 Arty facing him. And both Arty are fairly good at aiming. The only problem is, of course, the reload times. both Arty have got fairly long reloads. So they're going to have to take it in turns to shoot at this AMX, because if they don't, he'll just walk all over them, drive up to them, shoot them whilst they're reloading. Right, they're repositioning. GW Panther's indicating that he's going to go to grid square G4. Ah, there's the AMX ELC. It's been spotted. Okay, turning to shoot. So he's coming up, trying to judge it. The right amount of lead. He fired a round in. I'm not sure if he had the right amount of lead. He's moving to support his teammate and also getting behind that rock to avoid any shots. Now the AMX ELC is in the dip. I think he fell into the dip. There he is. He's trying to come out of the dip now. GW Panther's almost reloaded. Looks like he's going to go for the shotgun kill. He's trying to tempt that AMX ELC to come round. Have a go at him. He is now in the water. No need to go in. You're going to... Whoa! Glug, glug, glug. He's swimming. But he's won. And hopefully the game will end before he drowns. Please, please, please. Oh, he does! What a way to end the battle. That's a great one, like that. Okay, it's a third-class tanker for Slimez in the GW Panther. He also picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, incapacitations or module damage. He got 14 in that one. And he got a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 5 kills, because when he took out that AMX ELC, he got the 5th one. And we can see the damage he did there. Let's have a look at the team scores. Well, he came third on damage with 1,291 hit points. He came top on kills with 5, and he came second when it came to base XP of 763. He fired 18 rounds, got 4 direct hits, 4 penetration, 8 splash, damage of 1,291 hit points, of which 1,066 were at more than 300 meters. He received 1 hit, 1 penetration. That was from the AMX ELC, who poked his nose up over the ridge and got around into him. He fired at 9 of the enemy and damaged them, and he killed 5 of them. He also did 376 hit points of stun damage and caused by 7 stuns. On a premium account, he earned 28,014 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply, he still had 14,509 credits, which is reasonable. And he received 1,145 experience points, and there's a holiday bonus missing there because he took away 1,557 in total. So well done. That's quite a nice ending to that battle. It's not often you see an AMX fall into the water, or frightened into the water by a shotgun, and then the Arty go in and dive in after him to kill him. And it worked very nicely indeed. When you shotgunned him in the water, it blew him away. And luckily you survived long enough for the game to end before you drowned. Well done. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel. And hopefully it'll be your replay I'll be featuring in our next video.